Thursday night football, Zamir White, Davante Adams, Austin Eckler, Quentin Johnston. Who are the boys you're riding with in week number 15 on Thursday night football? Chargers at the Raiders, doing it live, countdown style, reaction to the first handful of drives. Then we'll jump off the live stream and do a recap show on the other side. The Fantasy Football Show kickoff show, 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Welcome to the Thursday Night Football kickoff show where the Chargers are at the Raiders, and the Raiders are looking to potentially maybe make some waves in this one. And look, Davante Adams is a fine start anytime this man's on the field. He had an illness. He was questionable all week, but he is set to play. What does that mean? Probably not hampered. We haven't heard anything that makes us that indicates to us that he's going to be limited by any means. I'm going to refresh some of the news. Again, inactive Josh Jacobs, he is out. That means Zamir White is starting, but that doesn't mean that Amir Abdullah won't be involved in catching footballs and be a PPR force in this game. It could go either way. This is a very risky play, but it's a high risk, high reward play. Everybody needs to understand that. High risk, high reward. He could get you 4 points. He could also get you 18 points, 22 points. This is a guy that we've been excited about for a long time. He's been on the waiver wire show handfuls of times this year. He was the number one pickup of the week on the Week 15 waiver wire show that we dropped. And Zeke Elliott, number one, if he's available, but he's only available in 20 to 24 to 28% of leagues, or was before waivers went through. So White was essentially the top dog. This is just merely a mention because of some leagues. But White, top pickup of the week. Jaden Reed's a good pickup as well. But this is the moment we've been waiting for this week. It could fall flat right on its face. You need to understand that. You shouldn't be sitting big name players, your studs, running back 1 or 2 consideration type players for a very fantastically fun but high risk, high reward flex play, which is Zamir White. Jacobs out. Adams expected to play, obviously. Let's see. Adams active week 15. Adams' status was never in doubt. The production of Aiden O'Connell has been suspect as of late, but I mean, it's okay because guess what? They need to feed Adams. Jacobs is out. They're going to try and stretch the field. They're going to try and use Zamir White. They're going to probably use Abdullah. And if Adams is ever going to have a 100 and a tutty, a DeAndre Hopkins type game, if you will, where he vanishes for a while. Elite player still, probably, right? We think that all year long. Hopkins still has it, I think. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. And boom, Hopkins explodes for 102 or whatever the hell Hopkins does every 5th game. Well, guess what? Adams is potentially here, this man right here, to maybe follow suit. Maybe he's going to have his $125 and a tutty or his 90 and 2 touchdown game. Maybe not. No one's saying this is a lock. He isn't in the most explosive offense in the NFL. In fact, let's temper expectations a little bit and say that, okay, who were the 2 teams last week that literally crawled to a 3-0 finish? One of the first games since the 50s or 60s to ever almost go 0-0 into an overtime tie. That was the Raiders and the Vikings. So there are some actual, downsides here if you're trying to play with very big name players because you're excited about Zamir White or you're excited about Davante Adams and you got 2 really good options. Not sitting Devontae Smith, not sitting guys like Jamar Chase. You're playing those guys over Adams, over Zamir White, but some of you are in dilemmas where Zamir White makes sense. Some of you are in dilemmas where Austin Eckler can be sat, but a lot of you shouldn't be considering sitting Austin Eckler for flex type players. He is maybe not a locked in running back 1 right now, but he's got the capability of it. He's still a running back 2, a high-end running back 2. And yes, his quarterback is down. Yes, his team might struggle, but guess what? He is kind of a situation-proof player, a quarterback-proof player, a defensive opponent-proof player. Like, this guy can't be really shut down if he's in his groove. I do believe he still has enough gas left in the tank to deliver 1 or 2 elite games out of the next 3 weeks. We got week 15 here that we're kicking off tonight, Thursday Night Football. We got week 16 and week 17. Anybody plays week 18, I can't help you. Your commissioner is running your league into the ground, and that's shame on you for playing in a league that plays to week 18. That's ridiculous. But anybody playing in regular leagues, weeks 15, 16, 17, we're in playoff mode. Can Eckler produce 2? We won't be greedy and call it 3, but 2 elite, or 1 elite and 1 really good, and then 1 mediocre performance in these next 3 weeks. I do believe he has enough gas left in the tank to do that. He is also out to prove himself. He has a podcast. He talks about it all the time. I need to step up my game. He scored a touchdown last week. It's going to be an 8-man front show for Eckler on the ground this week against the Raiders with no Herbert. But I still have some faith that he can get some points scored. Let's hit these super chats before this game starts in case anybody's got some dilemmas. Start White. Hassan, I don't know who the hell you have. Sure, the answer is yes, but who are we talking about sitting if you're putting White in? I don't know if you missed the whole hour and a half Zamir White show. If you missed that would have helped you a lot here, but I'm here for you, boy. I'm here for you, my boy. Hit me with your questions. Is it White or is it another player? I don't know. I got to know the answer. I got to know the dilemma. I got to know the potential fork in the road that we're talking about. Ozzy, my boy, says non-PPR play Garrett Wilson or Davante Adams. I'm leaning Adams by a hair. But I almost say, like, Garrett Wilson played so well last week. I don't blame anybody for shoving him out there as a wide receiver 2 this week. But the Jets are volatile. It's not like they're a guarantee to potentially be, anything consistent from here on out. But I love Garrett Wilson. You guys know that. Next year I'm going to be very high on him. But I would say, like, I lean Adams by a hair. But Ozzy, very close. I almost want both these guys in your lineup. This is from Handed. I saw your super chat at the end. I hope you saw my answer. I put an answer in there right after you dropped it. But you dropped a super chat when the show ended, and I dropped it in here. Raiders, here we go. Lineup Hurts. Bench is Connor, Zamir. Any changes? No. I mean, I would. You did perfectly, so don't think you missed anything. Kickoff just happened. You didn't do anything wrong here. Zamir was a nice play, but, like, I'm waiting on Achane. And if Achane doesn't play, you put Connor in. I saw this question, and I think I answered it exactly that way. I don't know if you left after you dropped that question, but that's what I said. Connor is there. He's a perfect player to come in and potentially replace Achane if Achane can't go. I'm not putting Zamir White in and then sitting Achane. Raiders or Colts? I would have went Colts. Adam, appreciate you dropping that super chat. I would have went Colts, but I love both of them this week. Raiders should do some good things here, but Colts have been on fire. They're the hottest defense in football. Mark Cleveland with a $20 hauler in the super chat. Here we go. Eckler getting a nice little carry. Super chat monster territory.
Alert. Super chat alert.
That's my boy, Mark Cleveland. Palmer or Hines. Sorry, you got this in like the last second there, Mark. They were kicking off. I'm going to say Zay Hines. Who's Zay Hines? Zay Jones? Zay Flowers? What are we talking about? Eckler catching a ball. Eckler very active. This is what we wanted. I would have probably said if that's Flowers. If that's Zay Jones or Palmer, I probably would have leaned Palmer by a hair. Mark, who did you go with? But you dropped this right at the last second. I'm sorry, bro. Looks like Eckler is going to be heavily involved so far. I like this. I like what I see so far. Started the Colts. Okay, let's go, Adam. I appreciate you. Zamir or wait and see if Pacheco. Pacheco's not going to go, Blake. My backup is Pacheco is McKinnon. I mean, I would have went Zamir because Pacheco is not playing. I mean, that's almost, I wouldn't say 100%, but it's pretty damn clear. So I would have went Zamir, but I like McKinnon enough that I don't think he made a horrible mistake. Okay, 4th and 3. After a couple solid Eckler plays, Eckler caught the ball, ran the ball, nice yards per carry, nice little catch, heavily active. but the Raiders defense stops him. Raiders says, give us the football. Let's put Zamir White on the field. They said, let's put Davante Adams on the field. Okay. Let's go. Let me get this. I'm going to get this up on another screen here. Punt. Okay, here we go. Raiders taking the field. We're looking for a. By the way, Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Hit that link. It's in the live chat. I'm gonna throw it out there right now. Link has been dropped in the live chat. Hit that link. I'm gonna pin it right this very second. That link will get you up to $100 bonus match, dollar for dollar on your first deposit. Do it live. Do it live. I love this. Double your first deposit up to 100. Use code Smitty or the link. The link's in the description of every video. The link is pinned in the live chat, or will be in 1 second here. If I can just pin it real quickly. Hold on. Let's see. All right, I'll pin it here. There we go. Pinned in the live chat. Do it live. Underdog Fantasy. I really like this Austin Eckler. I had it here the whole show when we began here. 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdowns. So if Eckler scores a TD, it's a 1.25 multiplier on Underdog Fantasy. All right, first carry of the game. Nice little rip. Nice little rip for Zamir White. We'll take it. We'll take it. He's feeling it. He's feeling it. Second down. What was that? That's 6-7 yards? What was that? That was a nice little rip. He looks explosive. He looks hungry. He looks elusive. That was an 8-yard rip. Let's go. O'Connell under center. 2nd and 2. Taking the snap. Throwing a deep ball. Is that Davante? That's Davante! Oh! Yeah! Was that Davante? That wasn't Davante? No, that wasn't Davante. That was Tucker. Tucker? That was Tucker. My bad. It looked like Davante. I'm sorry. I got excited. If I was the play-by-play guy, I'd be apologizing right now. I'd be going, that wasn't Davante Adams. I apologize. I forgot Tucker was there. O'Connell under center. 3rd and 2. Do they hand it off to Zamir? Or is that Abdullah? Abdullah's going to be in there on 3rd downs. So Abdullah, nice little run. And he looks good too. They both look pretty elusive. Abdullah's back in the backfield. This is in the gun now. O'Connell snapping it from about the 40-yard line. There's about 55 yards to go until the Raiders can reach that end zone. Again, in the gun, O'Connell. Abdullah in the backfield, runs out into the flat. O'Connell throws it to Adams, incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Man, I thought that was going to Adams. I was so excited. I thought Adams was catching about a 40-yard bomb. Kick off the show. I'm impressed with the way that the Raiders are play calling, though. They're aggressively trying to move the football down the field. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Adams out. Wide. He says, I'm open. He says, throw to me. O'Connell in the gun by himself. Adams. 7-8 yard reception. Okay. 3rd down. 3rd and 2 or 3. Seems like Zamir White territory if I've ever seen it. They still got Abdullah in there, though. Tucker, don't you be taking Davante Adams streaks and go routes, pal. All right, Adams, 3rd and 2. They're showing Adams. Adams looks hungry. Abdullah is still in the game. Delayed handoff. Abdullah first down. Nice little 5-6 yard rip. Abdullah is excited. I did love Amir Abdullah when he was a rookie. All right, looks like he's going out of the game. Get Zamir White back in there. This is Zamir White day. How many people we got in here? Okay, we're not going to keep the show going too long. Hit that thumb up button if you're in here. All right. Raiders are just over they're at the 42 yard line. Hand off to Zamir, who pops it to the outside. Oh, man. Oh, that's not Zamir. Who's that? To Bolden? Is that Bolden, the former New England Patriot running back? What's he doing in there? Get Bolden out of there! What in the hell is this? What in the hell? What in the hell is this? Bolden. All right, Zamir in the game. Okay, nice little quick pass, flag on the. Hopefully that's it looks like an offensive holding. Son of a, these Raiders, man. These Raiders, these damn Raiders. Somebody get Bolden off that field. Somebody tell Bolden his car is being stolen out front. Someone get Bolden. Tell Bolden to go get some coffee. Bolden, go get Zamir some coffee. Bolden, what in the hell's going on here? Okay, Zamir White's in the game. It's a long game. Zamir doesn't need 85 carries, guys. All right, Brandon Staley, this is your last game probably, bro. Maybe they let you run it out. They'll probably let him run it out, then fire him. But okay, O'Connell under center. Let's hand that ball off to Zamir. Nope, it's a fake. It's a toss. Davante Adams. Davante Adams ripping off a nice one.
Mashed potatoes. Yeah, buddy.
Bolden, get Zamir a coffee. Let's get number 35 to football, please. All right, here we go. O'Connell, 2-4. What, is Adams going off the... No, okay. I thought Adams was going off the field. He's just running to the outside. Okay, so Adams out wide at the top of the screen. Zamir White's in the backfield. Kind of a toss in congestion. That wasn't a really good pass. That was like a forced design throw. Like you gotta give your core. This is the part about the Raiders that I don't know if you're setting up O'Connell for success, unless that was O'Connell's decision. But it feels like they were going to Myers no matter what. It wasn't even there. Like he needs to go through his progression, and not just. I hate that, just forcing it to Myers in a very, very contested situation. Let's have some options on the table. JCIM Smitty live community over Al Michaels. Thank you, JCIM. I appreciate you dropping that. Okay, Zamir's in the backfield. Oh, horrible. It was a tip pass, but come on. I feel like the Raiders get near the red zone and they start changing their game plan. Like, let's play football. Let's not play conservative Caleb type stuff. Now, I wouldn't mind a Zamir White carry, but with our luck, they're going to hand the ball off and they're going to have to kick a field goal. Let's get some points. Let's get some points on the board. Unlike last week, score 3 points in the first 4 or 5 minutes would be a nice little day. And Abdullah's in the game now, so let's root for okay. Oh, down to the 2. Put Zamir in. Put Zamir in. Abdullah has no business near the goal line. You hand this ball to Zamir White, and you do it live. Get Abdullah out. Abdullah, yes, he's out. He's out. I was looking at him, and you see Abdullah run into the huddle, and then you see him go, And he goes running off. Let's go. Just hand the ball 3 times in a row to Zamir White. You know what to do. It's the only thing you need to do. Zamir White, let's go. Let's go. Touchdown, Zamir White!
Mashed potatoes! Yeah, buddy.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Mashed potatoes! Yeah, buddy.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll. How do we roll? Touchdown. Give me a coffee, Bolden. Go get me a coffee. Go get Zamir White a coffee. Woo. Let's go. Let's go. High risk, high reward. Do it live. Scaredy cats out there. Scaredy cat Caleb's in the Zamir White sit. Woo. Feeling good. feeling pretty good. Now all we need is an Adams touchdown. $20 hauler, by the way, from Foos. Sorry, Foos, didn't mean to ignore you.
Alert. Super chat alert. Alert. Super chat alert.
Yeah, Zamir time. It's Zamir time. Once upon a time, there was a man named Zamir White, and he scored a touchdown.
Mashed potatoes! Yeah, buddy.
In a world where a man named Zamir White scored touchdowns.
Mashed potatoes! Yeah, buddy.
What up, Smitty? Thanks for another sick year. Made playoffs. Love Bijan, Kyron, Cup, Pittman, Achan. In a 14-team PPR as a 6 seed. If I win it all, I've got a fitty bomb headed your way. Good luck rest of the season. Thank you, Foos, for dropping the $20 hauler wad. Wheel Snipe City dropping a gifted membership. Absolutely fire.
To the moon.
Always love when that happens. Always love when that happens. In a world where Austin Eckler strikes back with a touchdown.
Mashed potatoes!
Okay, anybody watching? No, Austin Eckler didn't score a touchdown yet. We're just trying to get prepared. Hear that sound? That's Austin Eckler getting on his horse and traveling to the lineup and try and find his way into the end zone to kind of rectify the situation, strike back, if you will. Man, what a nice little surprise early on in the game. Let's be honest. Little Tutty never hurt nobody. Let's see here. Yeah, we went live on the Zamir White situation. We did a whole hour and a half show on why he might be a super amazing high risk, high reward play tonight. Now, he's only scored a touchdown, but I'm pretty sure based on what we've seen so far, they're excited to use him. And I think that barring an injury, knock on wood, he'll be rather active tonight. Amir Abdullah will get work. Bolden will be getting coffee. Okay, Chargers at about the 20-yard line. Austin Eckler trying to rectify the situation and strike back. Yeah, if anybody wants to go get notified when I go live, first of all, turn on your notifications on here. Hit that bell icon, turn on notifications. But on my Instagram, nobody has an excuse. If you look at these like circle circle things right here, merch, highlights, live shows. There's one that says channels. And if you click on the one that says channels, there's a Smitty Goes Live alert channel. You can click join. And basically, anytime I go live, I send out an Instagram message to that group and you'll get an alert. So if I were you, I would go. If anybody misses live streams and doesn't get all the notifications, you're going to do that. Hey, Bolden, can I have a thank you, Bolden? Appreciate that, Bolden. Thank you for the prime. Eckler, do your worst. He's not even in there. He's not even in there. Where's Austin? Oh, Everett sighting. We had a couple Everett questions, and I didn't love it, but some people had some horrible options, and Everett was the option. It was like, Everett, but I don't love it. Everett caught a pass. Let's go. He's capable, though. He really is. He's just going to be inconsistent. But could be, as I said on the live stream about an hour and a half ago, he could be a safety net here for a quarterback that doesn't know what he's doing. Let's just throw it to Everett over and over. Hit that like button. 42 of you have only hit the thumb up button. Austin? No, that's not Austin. Where's Austin at? Tell me he's not hurt or something. Get him out of the game. Get Austin Eckler in the game, please. This is ridiculous. You've had 2 straight plays on your. Okay, there he is. Right? Is he in the game? He better be in the game. Eckler better not be hurt. Is that Eckler? Looks like 30 in the backfield. Yeah, that's Eckler. Oh, God, fumble. Raiders D. Raiders football.
Mashed potatoes.
We got some Raider defensive plays here tonight in the live stream. Raiders just caused a turnover. First down, Zamir White.
To the moon.
That was a stick fumble. Underdog fumble was at 1.5 on underdog for a stick fumble. That was a good one. Good job, Travis. All right. Put in Zamir White. Number 35 to the bank. Send him to the bank. Let's go for a double tutty game. Zamir White season in full effect. Zeus. Is he in the game? Is that Zeus in the game, or is this Abdullah? If it's Abdullah, we're rooting for Adams. That's White. Zeus. It's a nice little. I like when he gets a 3.5 yard carry. That's a nice little 3.5 yard carry. That was a nice little 3.5 yard move. Could have been a loss, but he made it. He turned it into 3. All right, Zeus, let's get back on your horse. Apparently, we're going to call him Zeus moving forward. I like it. I've heard it before, but it's sticking pretty quickly. Okay, 2nd and 8. Zeus in the backfield. O'Connell under center. Drops back. Throws it to Tay Adams, but that was. Is there a flag on the play? No. Adams is upset, and Adams is getting pissed off because these are definitely some questionable no calls at times against Adams on frequent occasions, man, because he is an impossible wide receiver to contend one-on-one, and that's just a bunch of BS. According to Adams. So let's look at it one more time. It did look like there was a little contact. Let me just see. He's shaking his head like, watch. Okay, you want to play that way? Let's play that way. I'll play that way. You want to play that way? Give me the ball one more time. This is tight coverage on Adams. First down.
Mashed potatoes.
O'Connell looks like he came straight from the discount tire counter. Jumped right into the game. There's a lot of memes like, what would you guess this man did for a living if he didn't play football? There was a lot of discount tire, a lot of comic book store clerk comments. All right, Zeus is still in the game. Can we throw to him? Oh, deep ball. Oh, Tucker, touchdown. God, why can't that be Adams? O'Connell, touchdown, strike. He was bobbling it. They'll review it. They'll show us. We'll see. But Trey Tucker, man, why can't that be D. Adams? D. Adams is pumped up, though. That's good. We want him excited. But wow, O'Connell says, you want to sit me for Jimmy Garoppolo? What did we say at the beginning of this live stream? He was going to come out swinging. He wasn't going to go quietly into the dark night and let Jimmy Garoppolo steal his job. He bobbled it there. Let's just see. He catches it, bobbles it. Oh, okay, 1 foot. Okay, 2 foot. Yeah, he got control when that other foot was still on the ground. I would call this a touchdown. But this is going to be reviewed. There was a bobble during the first planting of the foot, and then he did have the second foot down long enough to get control and then put a third foot down. Considering how close that was, they're going to definitely be looking at it for a minute. But wow, this is, AOC says Jimmy Garoppolo, stay on the bench, pal. Jimmy Garoppolo, this is O'Connell, give me a coffee. They might. This is close. This bobble's close. It's going to determine whether. It's going to determine where they consider him having possession. Right there, his foot's still down. He finally gets control of the football. He goes like this, bobbles the ball, and then right when he gets control of the football, his back foot is still down, and then he takes his third step, meaning his second step's really his first step now, and his third step's really his second. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. In my opinion, and I'm totally unbiased with this stuff. You'll hear me all the time go, that's not a catch, even when I want it to be. I think that you got to say you're reversing this, right? You need indisputable evidence to reverse it, and he has control when that step is still on this foot is still planted, and then he gets control and then picks it up and puts his third step down. We'll see. It's close. It's gonna be close. Wouldn't be shocked either way. It depends on how they define control. Does control need to be? Does he need control for? I don't think he needs control and then a step. His step is in place. He has control. It's kind of like if you were standing in the end zone on 1 foot and you caught it, and then as you're falling out, you toe tapped the second foot. You don't need to plant or have that's bobbling it. And then your foot on the ground, and then the other foot, that's a football move. But very debatable. Stafford or Fields Frost, I'd say, I'd say Stafford's safer. Fields higher risk, higher reward. There's kind of like going, Zamir White over another player. You roll the dice, you risk it for the biscuit. It's tough to say. Could go either way. If Zamir didn't score that touchdown, we'd be sitting here going, man, whole quarter of play and only, what does he have, 19 yards or 15, whatever he has. So tough to know, man. Things go sideways on a player like Fields, or he could run for 110 yards and 2 touchdowns and salvage any sort of bad passing game effort. Tough to know. I would probably, if it was me, I would lean Stafford for safety and Fields for high risk, high rewards, depending on what you need. Touchdown. They kept it. Let's go. Till the end and only 1 foot in. I disagree. And so did the referees, Jaime. All right. Tucker, nice job. Nice AOC. Aiden O'Connell. They call him AOC. Let's go. He's ready. That means they might look. I want Adams to still get his work. I hope they still throw, but that might establish a little run game here. It's 14-0 once this extra point goes through. So, there we go, 14-0. All right, we're going to watch this little Austin Eckler drive. Now, put Eckler in the beginning of the drive, please. Let's not throw Eckler in on third down, 3rd and 15. Terry McCullough's got the easiest job on the planet. This man sits there and they go to him. So, Terry, how many different ways can you actually explain this on the air, Terry? Well, he has the ball. I heard what you guys said. I'm just going to repeat what you said. And then he gets another foot in. Thank you, Terry McCullough. Collect your check. Am I bitter that he has such an easy job? No, but a little bit. Would I take that job? No, because I'd rather do this. But if I couldn't do this, I'd want to be him. I want someone to come to me and say, hey, was that a catch? You're going to find out in a second, but let me tell you what I think. Like one of the most useless jobs, because you're about to find out what's going to happen literally in like 30 seconds to a minute, and they actually pay a guy probably $200,000, $300,000 a year minimum, I'm guessing, to just tell you preemptively what we think could happen when you're about to find out. It's like asking somebody, hey, can I pay you to tell me what the weather is right before I open the door and check what the weather is outside? Staley and Moore, yeah, Staley's gone. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they did an immediate firing of Staley after this game, but I think they probably want to wait, but it doesn't matter. They can put an interim coach in there, and they don't have to stick with them. So it's not like you're having to make a decision early on. But Staley's garbage. How do you have all this talent and you just ruin it all? All right, is that Austin Eckler? It looks like Austin. That's not Austin Eckler. Put Eckler in the game. What are they doing? Fumble! Raiders football.
Let's go, mashed potatoes. Yeah, buddy.
Raiders football again. Another fumble. That's why you put Eckler in the game. Okay, yeah, Staley, that's your own fault. Don't act like that's on Kelly, Joshua Kelly, who shouldn't be out there as your starter anyway. That's your own fault. You're playing hot hand football when you have a player that you still believe, or at least we still believe, has at least 3 games left to be a potential elite running back. Everyone can crap on Eckler all they want. He's been playing hurt, and I don't think he's got a bright future. He's an old man in football years. Okay, in dog years, this man is 87 years old, Austin Eckler. But he has 3 games left, and you're putting Joshua Kelly in there instead of Austin Eckler to start every one of your drives. That's your own fault. Fire Staley immediately. You're the worst coach I've ever seen. All right, hand the boy Zamir the ball. God, don't you hate it when they blow the whistle on a play that was designed for your player, and you sit there and you wonder what in the hell could have happened? Offsides, Raiders. You guys are being gifted this situation, and you continue to step on your own shit. Yeah, Myers, that's you. Don't shake your head. All right, Zamir's still in the game. It's 1st and 15. Probably doesn't change anything. Establishing the run is still on the forefront of Pierce's mind. White lined up to the left. O'Connell in the gun. Tucker in motion. O'Connell throws it. Tucker. What's this Tucker infatuation O'Connell's got today? Let's hit Davante Adams a little bit. Is he worse than Robert Saleh? Look, Saleh is probably a good coach, but he's a bad head coach because he's got to make personnel decisions and big boy decisions. Like, he's good on like coordinating as a defensive. No, he's not a good coach. Saleh's not a good coach. I'm going to say. Okay, we got Zamir White running a nice little run, pushing that pile, turns a 2nd and 6 into a 3rd and 2. I say we do a little sweep right to Zamir. Jimmy Garoppolo on the field getting coffee for Aiden O'Connell. He says, give me a tall. Give me a what do you call it? I don't know. Starbucks talk. A lenti or whatever they call it. Okay, give me a lenti. What is it? A lenti freeze mocha. Okay, Zamir O'Connell in the gun. He spends a lot of time in the gun. Airing it out. Touchdown. Myers. Wow. Aiden O'Connell slinging the rock tonight. Touchdown, Jacoby Myers. AOC, another missile strike into the end zone. It's going to be a lot of running going on in the second half.
Let's go, mashed potatoes. Yeah, buddy.
A Venti. Was it Venti? Oh, man. Who started AOC tonight? Woo! Raiders coming for blood. Raiders coming for blood. Defense doing well. This is a good defensive play for a lot of you. Sneaky play for a lot of you. All right, we got a super chat here. I'm gonna leave you all for a bit. Come back and do a recap show. Oh, that was the $20 hauler from Foos. Foos, thank you very much. I'll see you all after the game for a recap show. Thank you very much for being here. Hit that thumb up button on your way out the door. 110 of you still here. Punch that thumb up button. 110 of you in here, 53 thumbs up. Don't forget Underdog Fantasy. If you want to do the hires and lowers on these players and their stats, it's fantastic. Plus, you can do a playoff draft right now. If your season's in the crapper, hit the link. It's pinned in the live chat. It's in the description of every video. If you're watching the replay or later on want to find the link, it's in the description of every video. Underdog Fantasy. The promo code, if you don't have the link in front of you and you download Underdog, you throw Smitty into the where did you hear about us? They'll double your first deposit up to $100. I'll see you all later. We might do some drafts during the recap show. Yeah. All right. Deuces, everybody. See you after the game.